Hello, hello to my wonderful divine feminine universal angel here with Soul Healing Unity. And this is for general guidance for the beginning of the month of November for the divine feminine. Now, guys, if you come across this later, don't worry, as spirit does not work in a linear fashion. If you come across this message, it is meant for you. Guys, today we're going to be utilizing a newbie, but absolutely drawing and amazing, the Hermetic Tarot. Very, very potent, especially for ritual work. But back to the divine feminine, let me share this with you guys. So first we have Seven of Cups, the Lord of illusionary success. So Spirit is saying, guys, we're going to be going through a lot of emotions, especially as you step into the King of Swords energy. For the general collective, we were right about the page and the knight kind of stance, if you will. So kind of a little less maturity. So I see that you guys are coming up and standing your truth, you ladies, excuse me. And I can see that because you've gained a different perspective. You felt all of it. You see how everything's connected, as above, so below. Divine feminine, you are the Holy Grail. You are the sacred chalice, the mother. Remember, with 7, you are spiritually supported. And you see wherever that your cup cannot be filled on this physical plane, spirit and intuition, representative of the flowers, will always fill your cup. So it's Lord of illusionary success. So you have been successful in identifying these different illusions and attachments. Now you've been able to do so by the Hanged Man, a major arcana, and it says the spirit of the mighty waters. So you knew what was going on. You've examined all of these cups. Great job paying attention, because with this new perspective, you're just surrendering. Surrendering is what it takes. I don't know if you caught the video on today's guidance, but for the general collective, please do, because it talks about, gaining a new perspective and not getting caught up in emotions. So I feel like for the divine feminine, it's been more of an emotional, caught up in the emotions, but she's working through it, weaving her way through it, as well as getting that new perspective, just surrendering, with her life forward. She's like, here I am, as above, so below, let's go, right? And the Six of Wands is all about Lord of victory. So you've been successful in this victory, and Spirit acknowledges that. Spirit is symbolic of the wands, also fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius might pertain to you. But the 6 represents harmony and balance and that duality. And for those of you who are on your twin flame journey, if you guys are together, or if you're not, remember, guys, everything manifests on the above dimensions or the higher planes, right? Before we come into this physical union. Now, as someone who has been on her twin flame journey, I will share with you me and my divine masculine. It's definitely, when you guys come into this union, you're gonna have those flames and those fires, because you're gonna be forced to look at not only all the emotions, which is typical of the divine feminine, but surrender, because the divine masculine is more the logic, so he's more that swords energy, right? But it takes both of you guys coming together and creating that balance and establishing that victory, right? And don't forget, guys, even if you're not together on the physical plane, you can still be together on the external dimensions, the higher dimensions. I'm sure you guys, many of you by now already know your twin. Please comment below, let me know your story, share with others as we embark on this amazing journey. But even though, let's just say perhaps that we were on the twin flame journey, or we knew that we had our twin, many of you will identify with your twin. And you guys will feel, like the phoenix rising above the ashes, right? Because we are forced to examine those things, mind, body, and spirit, and just endure it. Like, okay, this is really what's been hiding in this vessel, right? And I can tell you, ladies have been very good with your communication. So great job on that. And great job with the success, because you're holding this space. You're holding this space of love, the fire, the passion, right? And that victory. You're holding that space in the higher planes. So whether or not you're together on the physical plane, note that divine feminine, it is you that is holding the plane. You are so good at balancing those emotions. And then, as well as expressing your truth, representative of the King of Swords, Prince of the chariots, of winds. So we think of our chariot and we think of that etheric body, right? That soul's vehicle, right? Or our God self, our purest form. And you see that pentacle. Now also check out the butterfly, ladies. So I can tell by expressing your truth, right? Because the king is all about, King of Swords in particular, he's very stand up with his words. But although sometimes it can be in the lack of spirit, where I see typical King of Swords energy lack, but you guys have got this. You guys have got your spirit. But I wanted to share this with you. You see the butterfly, so I can tell the divine feminine had really, really, and you see the flowers here, really undergone some major, major changes. Also symbolic of the phoenix there and those fiery wands, but also not just on the physical plane, symbolic of the pentacles, but also on the air or ether plane, right? Symbolic of the swords. Also, you see the butterfly, so that's symbolic of transformation. So you guys are going through an ultimate alchemical transformation and transmutation, which is absolutely perfect because you moved from the Six of Wands and that perfect balance to being, by utilizing your words, standing in your truth, you have attained that Seven of Wands energy, or that Lord of Valor energy. And you see the caduceus, symbolic of finding that sacred divine feminine and masculine energies, not just on the physical plane as external, ladies, but also internal. Okay, this is most crucial because if you're not currently connected on the physical plane with your twin flame, you have a possibility to. That's absolutely perfect. But I will share this with you. It's all about the duality, right? The duality of the masculine and feminine within. Because even if you were together on the physical plane, you have made that union. Don't forget that you're going to go through those flames, right? Look at all these flames, right? And this is in the spirit area. So you guys are going to go through it. Just continue to express that truth, surrender when things get too hard, and keep identifying with your emotions. Great job, ladies, because this is how you get to your 10 of Pentacles, Lord of Wealth. So this is how we manifest not only Pentacles. Let's talk about that for real quick. So Pentacles is symbolic of our physical plane, as well as our physical health. Also the balance of all of the elements, right? Earth, air, fire, water, and ether. And once that is obtained, then we can better connect to that God self, right? We balance the logic mind. And, ladies, with how you're doing with your emotions and your communication, maybe reach out or give that support. Sometimes, I can tell there's been a lot of swords energy, a lot of swords and wands energy. So you guys are undergoing major transformations. So with that, be supportive of each other, as well as your divine masculine as he goes through his, alchemical change. And this is how we end up with a 10, symbolic of completion, and completion in our physical realm. So this is also talking about, I see the 0 point when I look at this, right? And also the Mars there, symbolic of Mars. As well, we talk about the divine masculine. So I can tell you guys are really wanting this. You're wanting that perfect balance and that union of mind, body, spirit, and all of the elements on the physical plane, which will lead you to abundance. Don't forget to go within, do that transformation, find that 0 point, and then start with a 10 and that beginning number 1 as the Sun card.